Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast, and I'm just checking in on you, checking in to see how you're doing, seeing how you're feeling. Sorry, I'm way behind this week. I got some family in town, family back east, and I didn't do the podcast last night. And this morning, I had to do the Rich Eisen show, one of my favorite shows to do. Transcend Sports, just a fucking great guy. Went down there and had a great time. So I think it's live. I'm not sure. Fuck it. We'll do it live. I think it's live, so I don't know if it already happened or not. I think it did. I think it already happened. Whatever. We had a great discussion. We talked about, people talking about firing Bill Belichick. We talked about the Michigan thing. We talked about old dads. I could finally talk about old dads. I fucking sat in traffic. I mean, I had a whole goddamn day here. I got to get back to the gym. I'm eating right, but I got to get back to the gym. I swear to God, dude. I understand why guys my age are just doing this shit, It's like, the testosterone, right? The hair plugs, the Botox, the penis enlargement, the calf implants, right? The horse tranquilizers. I understand, the microdosing. I get it. If you just fucking naturally live out your life, whatever that means, you don't take any supplements or anything like that. I watched these lions take down an elephant one time. And that's what life is. Life is the lions and you're the fucking elephant. He was able to shake him off for a while when he was young, but then fucking thing was old. And it just happens one time that last lion jumps on you and your two back knees buckle and you go down. Your back legs buckle. And that's just fucking it. The thing just goes down and just never... And you fucking, come on, man, get up. And the thing just doesn't fucking get up. And, that's what it is. If I don't go to the gym and I don't eat right and I don't stretch within, a week and a half period, I just become Billy Oldface. And I have to tell you that my mobility and my strength as a 55-year-old man versus 55-year-old men when I was a kid, we got to admit, human beings are fucking crushing it for a long. There was no chicks that were fuckable in their 50s. When I was a kid, well into their 40s, they weren't even over the hill. They were to the horizon. It was fucking over. They laid in the sun. They smoked fucking cigarettes. They drank booze. I mean, they literally looked like Robert Shaw in fucking Jaws by the time, even with the sideburns too. By the time they were fucking 48, it was a wrap. And, you look at some of that shit. I was looking the other day. Somebody put this up on Instagram. When you watched All in the Family, they looked like they were 70. They were in their fucking 40s. So... I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, yeah, I start aging in Carol O'Connor years. So, I did so well when I was in New York. But if you knew from the last podcast, I tried an egg cream. So, once I did that, I took a hit of the crack pipe. But I've been able to not relapse on the desserts. I've seen them. I've been in the vicinity. I'm looking at them. They're looking at me. Oh, for God fucking sakes. What do you want? What do you want? What, did the person call me and then not call me? What is going on? Hang on a second. God bless these fucking people that try to do something in the neighborhood. I just picked up the phone and the person just goes, Hi. I'm Patty something or other. Is this a good time to talk? And I said, no, I'm doing a podcast, but have a great day, Patty. Patty cake, oh, patty cake. Stop knocking on the doors. That's a fucking thankless job, just walking around doing that shit. What was I talking about? I was talking about the goddamn egg cream. No, I've been able to fucking look at these desserts and they're looking back at me. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking across at Mike Singletary and his eyes are getting all wide like he's going to come in and fuck me up. And I'm able to do the Dan Marino quick release and get the fuck away from it. And all it takes is like, you know, if you just dipped back into sugar again and you just did one thing, all it takes is like a day and a half and it's gone. If you've been on the sugar, if you're using, if you're avoiding your friends and your loved ones and you're just locking yourself in a closet consuming a fucking, you know, Entenmann's cake yourself, then, you know, it's going to take longer. But at least I got that out of my fucking life. But anyway, I watched a little football the other night, the Buffalo Bills versus the Denver Broncos. Me and Paul Virzi, we picked the Monday night special on BetMGM. And I watched that fucking game. Like, I can't figure out, like, I felt like both Josh Allen and Russell were like, they're just like in their heads. They were making throws that they don't normally make. It was kind of like a weird thing. Didn't understand why that was happening. And I still can't believe, like, how the fuck is Buffalo a 5-5 team? They were, like, stacked. They were loaded. What is going on? The whole fucking AFC East is just in shambles. Then the Dolphins came roaring out. Yeah, the Dolphins are going to do it. Then they've been shit in the bed. And now for whatever fucking reason, the Raiders are going down to Miami, and they're like fucking the Dolphins are favored by, like, I don't know, 62 points or something. I guess because they have that backup quarterback, the backup to the backup to the backup, like the Giants. I don't know. This is a weird time of year. People start getting fucking hurt. People start getting fired, right? People start drinking egg creams, and what happens? It all goes to fucking shit. Anyway, I had one of my buddies came to town, and I went down to the Comedy Store last night to do a benefit, and I had this new idea that I wanted to do. And I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going to open with this thing and just see where this goes. And it went absolutely perfectly. And of course, I didn't record it because I never record. And then I started mumbling it to myself when I got home, and I was already fucking it up. And I was just like, why wouldn't you just record it? Just to that first time, just to have it when you're speaking from the heart, right? And you're not thinking about why isn't this working like it did the other night, or how did I say it last night? You're just fucking there. You're there, and the crowd is there, like those fucking cookies downstairs that my wife keeps buying, you know, because she likes something sweet every once in a while. And I just say, can you get this shit out of the... It's not fair. It's not fair to live with somebody and tell them to get all the cookies and chips out of the house. You know, they have to live like this all or nothing lifestyle because you don't know how to fucking control your impulses. You know? Nia can have some chips and then leave. You know what? She can walk away. She can fucking make a little money in blackjack and go back to the fucking... Not me. I'm staying at the table. All right? Splitting Oreos. Sorry. Splitting Oreos like aces. You get it, everybody? I'll be in Vegas this Friday night. Oh, my God. Listen to these fucking people whining about this goddamn race. I'm going to call it right now. Despite all the boo birds, this is going to be the best visual fucking race in recent F1 history. With all of those fucking casinos. Because you know something, as much as the one that I love, even though it's usually a boring race because the cars are so fucking wide you can't pass, is I love the one in Monaco. You know what I mean? That was like Monaco, you just heard about that when I was a kid. This is before the internet. So you'd watch like a James Bond movie, you know, and he would be there with his white tuxedo and his fucking black tie. Just with a stunning piece of ass next to him. And that's really what she was. You know what I mean? There was no fucking relationship. She was just there to hang out with the coolest guy on the planet and then get banged afterwards. And she was happy. You know, there was no Facebook to whine about, you know, that he fucking, I don't know what he did. You know, he fucking wrapped up in a riddle with the enigma of how he got her to go into bed with him or whatever. It was like, no. She saw a guy pull up in an Aston Martin, or whatever the fuck he had, that silver fucking car. Okay, she saw the bulge, and I'm not talking about his dick. I'm talking about the gun, all right? So she's like, this is a dangerous man, all right? And then he goes in there. He's totally chill. He tells people how he likes his drink and the way he wants his name said. So now she's on his arm, right? And he's fucking winning, because what else would he be doing? You knew this guy was going to win. She saw a winner, and you know what? She wanted some of that for herself, and she would go back and bang this guy. That was my idea of what Monaco was. You know, but whenever you go to see the race, you know, they just show the fucking tracks. You know, they don't go to the casinos and see all of these people that saw that James Bond movie or whatever fucking movie I saw. You know, they don't show those people trying to recreate it. You know, by having children dig diamonds out of a mine. I mean, it's not a movie anymore. I mean, there's only a certain way you can get this money. Okay. In a movie, it's clean energy. In reality, it's definitely fucking something else. So anyway, yeah, that was the Monaco that I knew, and like that's the only thing when I watched that race. I just wish that there was more of those shots of Monaco, because I'm fucking fascinated. It's not. Yeah, I always thought it was part of France. It isn't. It's a sovereign state. You know. Like San Marino, Monaco. Sorry, I got a phone call, and look who walked in.
Hello.
It's the lovely Nia.
It's me.
I was just talking to them about how cool I think this race is going to be at F1.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's going to be at night like they do it in fucking Singapore. Singapore. Rob to the rich and give it to the Singapore.
Are you just starting your podcast? I'll step out if you're doing your thing.
I'm doing my thing. I'm like 12 minutes in.
Okay.
All righty.
All righty.
All right.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Nice to see everybody. Not really, but you know.
To hear everybody. Anyway, so the long and the short of this is, I just, you know, Vegas, I mean, what? It's fucking showbiz. They know what they're going to do. They're going to show off the gams, right? They're going to show off the ladies. They're going to have all of those fucking casinos lit up. You got to watch, even if you don't give a fuck. It's going to be at night. It's going to be so cool. And just to have that whole thing fucking lit up, I hope it's a huge success. You know what's funny? They already said that the race has made more money. It's made 2 times the amount of money that the Super Bowl is going to bring in. And what I think is hilarious about that is just like, well, for who? Not for the average Joe. Some guy living on fucking Hard Luck Lane out there, right next to, you know, on the corner of Hard Luck and Crapped Out, right? Is he going to get a fucking check because the F1 went there? Well, it's going to create jobs. It's going to trickle down. I'm hoping it's going to be a great, a smashing success, because what I'm hoping is that maybe MotoGP comes there the next year, and then we could have 2 races in the Americas, in the United States of the Americas. Personally, that's just my own selfish way of looking at this. Oh, by the way, I will be doing a show Friday night, and you know, meeting a bunch of my old knucklehead friends from back in the day, old Billy Boy pre-comedy. And we're going to do what we always do. We're going to fucking hang out. We're going to have some drinks, you know. I don't drink. What am I going to have? I have an Arnold Palmer. That's what the fuck I order. I order that at night like a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. What am I going to do, you know? I'm just, you know what it is? I used up all my fun days. I know I've said this before, but God damn it, I'm going to say it again. If I can give you any fucking advice as a younger person, is go easy. I mean, have fun when you're young, but go easy. You know? You're already going to have to cut some shit out when you get older, but like to cut it all out. The cookies, the soda, the potato chips. It's like, what? I don't even know if there's even any fun in my life anymore. I just literally said that because Nia was walking in.
We have fun all the the time. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how, I'm at this age now where, I didn't go to the gym when I was in New York. We were running around doing all of this stuff, having a good time.
Yeah.
And like just not going for like 4 or 5 days. I was comparing it to like when you see a pride of lions take down an elephant and you're just rooting for the elephant. The elephant's you. And when your back legs collapse, then that's just it. And you just see the trunk go up. There is nothing sadder in the fucking world than seeing an elephant get killed by a pride of lions.
God, when did you see this? But you used to watch all those weird animal attacks videos on YouTube. You were in a phase for a while where you were just watching animals like brutalize each other.
Well, yeah, I'm fascinated with the whole thing, and then it makes me think about God. Like this is the only way that they can get sustenance is you had to create these fucking goddamn vampires with 4 legs. Okay, and then they go up to these guys that have teeth like us that are kind of just gnawing on a branch, and it's just like their whole purpose in life is that they're food and they're going to be eaten alive.
Whose purpose?
Prey.
Oh, well, I mean, but they're part of the whole, like, the circle of life, man.
I know, but like, they're like, God loves you. God loves everybody, and he does all this stuff, and he makes people like that.
Yeah.
He makes like sociopaths, and then he just makes people kind of going down to the drinking water who are fucking honest, and they get fucking ripped apart, and it's just like, what is he doing? What is he waiting for?
Yeah.
When is old Junior coming back?
Junior, you're talking about Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, if you're in a different part of the world, right? Yeah, what is he waiting for? This is getting too deep.
Yeah, well, you're in a very, like, contemplative, like, I feel like...
Is that a word?
Yes, contemplative is a
Contemplative?
word. No, contemplative.
Is it tinnitus or tetanus?
What?
Is it tinnitus or tetanus?
Those are 2 different things. You can have tinnitus or you get a tetanus shot. They're 2 different things, Bill.
Oh. No, but some people, the way they say tinnitus, it sounds like...
Helix? Are we going down that path again? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Billy's trying to pronounce things over here.
Oh, jeez.
No, you've been having like a very sort of existential, sort of like spiritual questioning, the last year especially, I feel like.
Oh.
Yeah, you're asking all the questions, man.
Oh, is it annoying you?
No. I'm watching you go on this journey. These different things seem to happen, and it makes you like, why does this happen? Why is this allowed to happen?
And I'm just picturing you over in the corner. Just let him work through it. That's
pretty much my philosophy when it comes to you now. Now, after 20 years of being together, I'm just like, just let him work through it. Just let him work through it. I was actually thinking about something that, like, you mentioned recently, and I was like, I'm just going to let him work through that. You had your opinion about it, so I'm just going to let you, like, work. I have my opinion about it, but I let you work through it,
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank
All right.
you.
Well,
you're welcome.
All right. I do that with you, too.
Yeah? What do you mean?
You just get all fucking going.
I get going?
Yeah.
Me?
It's like fishing. I just let you fucking tire yourself out, and then I gradually bring you back to the boat. It's going to be okay, Nia. Let's just stick you in the fucking ice chest here, have you cool off, and we'll work it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been having some really good arguments lately.
Yeah.
It only gets to medium heat, and then we're like, what the fuck are we... I don't want to argue.
And then we bring it back.
What are you trying to do here? What am I trying to do here? And then that's it.
No, we've been having a great time. I've been having a great time with you. It's...
All right.
Life is
well,
good.
if you know what's good for you, you'll keep that going, all right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If you know what's good for you, you'll keep that going.
Hey, listen, don't threaten me during the fucking holiday season, all right? I'll take all these decorations and walk.
Oh, please.
All right, get out of here. Let me finish this fucking thing.
Oh, are you kicking me out now?
Well, I don't know what you're doing here. You're like half here, half not.
All right. I'm out of here.
How did Rich Eisen go? Oh, it went great, Nia. Thank you for asking.
You want to be out of here. How did Rich Eisen go? I'm sure you...
It went great. I love that guy. I love that guy. My favorite thing about him is when you go into the green room, he's got these pictures of him with his kid. You can just tell he's an awesome dad.
Oh, that's nice.
Not to mention on his desk, it says greatest dad ever.
In case you were wondering.
No, but I always looked at that. I'm like, I know one of his kids gave him that for like Father's Day. You can tell.
Right.
You can tell. You know what I mean? Like when you go into somebody's fucking office that's successful and all it is their awards and like pictures of them with other people standing there with those big faces and the fucking tuxedos, you're like, all right. Then you go, like, that guy's been fucking doing this for almost 30 years wildly successful, and you go in and he's got pictures of him and his kids. I think that's really nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's called fucking knowing what's important.
That's right.
All right, which brings me back to you. If you knew it was important, you go downstairs and make me a fucking sandwich. And don't make me ask you
with the sandwich
again.
already. I offered to make you a sandwich last night. You didn't want it.
Oh, because it was late at night. I definitely wanted one.
You did, but
You know what I'm back to?
What?
I'm back to the handful of raw cashews and a glass of water. It totally fills you up, though.
No, that's the way to go.
Oh my God, you guys!
When I wanted tacos, you said to me, "Have a handful of cashews and some water, and you'll be psyched." And I didn't do that. I know, but
how psyched were you with the?
It wasn't that good. That's the thing.
Well, I was gonna go to a taco truck with the real fucking people making it.
Yeah.
And instead, when I went, they weren't there anymore. And then for the first time in my fucking life, I went to a Del Taco. I've never been to one. I was never a Taco Bell guy.
Taco Bell for me. Taco Bell Taco Bell over Del Taco. Although apparently Del Taco has great cheeseburgers, but I would never think to get a cheeseburger from Del Taco. But I prefer Taco Bell over Del Taco just because of how they season the meat.
I just feel like they're out of ideas at Taco Bell, and they just keep doing this incestuous thing with Mexican cuisine.
Yeah, they just completely
This is a Gorte de Waka burrito, whatever the fuck they're doing over there.
It's always like a tortilla wrapped inside.
It's Nazi doctor shit. Let's sew a fucking taco to a burrito and stick it in a fucking empanada and then put some cilantro on top of it and give it a name that ends in a fucking sort of Mexican sounding name.
Right. It's not even like a real thing. It's kind of like that. It's like the turducken, when people put the chicken and a turkey and a duck together.
You should immediately be on a serial killer watch list.
If you have, I agree. It's too much. Why are you doing all that? It's just
no, but it's the combining of different species and sewing them together and then fucking cook. I saw that French chef that one time was doing something like that, and he actually stepped back and he looked at it, what he was doing, and then he had 3 Michelin stars at his place, and he just walked away from all of it, went totally veggie, and then came back and got 3 stars again. I mean, that guy's one of the baddest dudes ever that I can't remember his name.
Are you talking about Daniel Hume from 11 Madison Park?
No, I'm talking about Jacques-Pierre Francois from San Marino via the Vatican. All right, Nia, if you had to go to any sovereign city.
What does sovereign mean? Free?
I think what it really means is we don't pay taxes. We've made so much money, we're not even in a country anymore.
What options do I have?
Russian whores, being paid in gold, I don't know what happens at these places.
So what are you asking me?
Well, I'm not asking it like that to have that kind of a fucking response.
No, I just don't understand what you mean.
If you had to go to any sovereign state, where would you want to go? Sovereign state, not city. Sovereign state.
But I don't know what those sovereign states
Monaco,
are.
San Marino, the Vatican, Marblehead. A lot of people don't know Marblehead, Massachusetts.
I was going to say Massachusetts?
No, Marblehead is a sovereign state. They are not governed at all by the rules of Massachusetts.
Really?
Yeah, it goes back to the King of England.
I don't know.
I'm fucking with you. It's not.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't make any sense. I don't know any of those places like that, so I don't know. Monaco seems pretty sexy and glitzy and glamorous.
Doesn't it? Now, what do you base that on? Because me, it was James Bond.
Yeah, it's anything that's been in movies. It's the Bad Bunny song and video accompaniment. I don't know.
Bad Bunny, behave.
Yeah. Isn't that where one of your races that you like? Isn't F1 in Monaco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as exciting because the cars are so wide, there's barely any passing.
Yeah.
And I just wish that they would show. And then I used to always think that those were all rich people on their yachts, but it isn't. It's a bunch of shitheads like me that bought tickets to sit on somebody's yacht and be like, "Can you believe we're on a yacht?" as the cars go by, which I would totally do.
I was going to say, can we do that, though? Because that sounds fabulous.
It is, but until you realize this, it's like sitting in grandstands, but you're on a boat.
Grandstands. Oh, like in like
like you're sitting. It's like the bleachers, but you're on a yacht.
Oh.
That's how much money. That's how much money Monaco has. That their bleachers are on like a yacht.
That sounds amazing.
But I still think to just sort of take in the city, then you'd be able to see more of the city. But they kind of go around that corner and go right into the tunnel, so then you can't really see them. So then you're kind of hoping somebody goes over the fucking side like that one guy did in the open cockpit.
Oh my God.
That was racing. The fucking car was like,
Oh, that was racing.
yeah, it was like 3 feet off the ground. The fucking front end's lifting up, and the guy just loses traction and just fucking goes.
Is he okay?
Nah, he died.
Oh my God, Bill.
Yeah, you don't fucking, you couldn't drive a 1959
That's
anything.
terrible.
Anything. You couldn't drive a 1959 anything and go 70 miles an hour off a cliff into some fucking water.
Oh, well, rest in peace to that man. That's terrible.
Rest in pieces, is I think what it really was.
Oh my God.
I'm fucking, I don't even know if he died. I've just seen, well, look, there's a video of it.
Okay. Maybe you should check and see if he made it.
I think he died. No, I have total respect for the guy.
Okay.
You know? What I always picture is just his eyes. All
right,
fucking
this is-
wide
this
behind
is
the
very
goggles.
Macabre. Okay, let's move on.
Oh, we talked about that, how people want to stay in hotel rooms where people died.
Oh yeah.
And I just like, what in the fucking
That's you though.
What are you talking about?
You were talking about a hotel that you wanted to stay in that somebody died at, and I was saying how it creeped me out.
No.
Yes.
No.
It just happens.
They just redid the hotel.
Still.
I want to stay at the hotel, and I looked up what room it happened in, and it said, I want to stay in any room but that room.
Okay.
First of all, people have died in every fucking hotel. The amount of hotel rooms that you've probably been in where they had to cut up the carpet and lay down some new shit because of what happened.
Yes.
I know I have. I stayed in so many fucking motels.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%. 100% shit happened in there. But the thing is, you don't know it. The thing about it is knowing it and going there.
Just don't get the that light. What's that light? The black light.
Black light.
Don't get the black light going.
I've gone to the light aisle in every fucking hardware store. I've never seen a black light. I don't understand what a black light is. It's light, but it's black.
Yeah,
It's like two different things, man. It's like Velvet Revolver. It's hot and it's soft.
I'll get you one for Christmas, and you can take it on the road with you. You can check all your hotel rooms before you go in there. I don't think you want to do that, but you know.
You know what's funny about me? It wouldn't even bother me.
It wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Because I would just look at it logically. Like, I've been laying in this filth my entire life and nothing bad has happened.
Right.
I don't walk out. I don't walk out and people go, you got somebody else's jizz on you. Nobody can see it. Now, I wouldn't go to a nightclub.
You wouldn't go to a nightclub.
I wouldn't go to a nightclub after laying in a fucking hotel room.
Right. Wait, what? You wouldn't go to a nightclub after?
Yeah, because they always have those fucking lights where all the lint and everything show up on you.
I see what you mean.
You know, if you wore the wrong shirt, you threw a towel in with your shirt, and it's like, no, you're not getting any pussy tonight. Bum 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 bum. Boo. Game show over.
Exactly.
All right, there, pockets.
All right.
I'll see you later.
I'm gonna dip out now.
It was nice talking to you.
I was gonna say, nice being on the podcast.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right then.
Take it easy.
Okay. No reason to be fucking hostile. All right, let me do the reads here for the week. WEAK for the week, meaning me. All right. Let's look up freckledballs.org at AOL.com. There it is. All right. Live reads, 11:16. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's Simply Safe. You know, there's never a wrong time to protect your home. But this fall happens to be an especially good time. What do they let somebody out? It's fucking ominous. Because you can get up to 50% off on a brand new Simply Safe home security system. All right, everybody's still locked up. It was named the best home security of 2023 by US News and World Report. Simply Safe is comprehensive protection for the whole home. With advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods, and more, plus HD cameras for both inside and out. It's powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day, half the cost of traditional home security, with new 24/7 live guard protection and the Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. Monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders. Can I please get video of that? Ah, you thought you were pretty smart, didn't you? You weren't expecting Simply Safe. They got to have the other thing. Like, once you start talking to them when they're in their house, you lock all the fucking doors. And then they're trapped like a rat. I've seen some of those videos. Helping stop crime in real time, a powerful technology exclusively from Simply Safe. Yeah, like you take the fucking door handles off on the inside. If you've seen some businesses do that, it's fucking amazing. And then the guy's just freaking out. And then what's great is by the time the cops get there, the burglar is so tired from trying to kick open the door or climb the fucking walls, it's an easy cuff for him. Satisfaction is backed by Simply Safe's money-back guarantee. Try Simply Safe for 60 days, risk-free. If you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. Dottie, I like you. Like? One of the greatest lines ever delivered in a movie. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. For a limited time, listeners can get a special 50% off any Simply Safe system with a Fast Protect plan. Visit simplysafe.com/Burr. That's simplysafe.com/Burr. simplysafe.com/Burr. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Fuck, there's another one. I thought I was done. Oh, coincidentally, it's Helix, everybody. Helix? You know, it's Helix Sleep. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, and a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids. So, how will you know? What about people who shit the bed? Do they got something for that? How will you know? And I don't mean literally, I mean figuratively. You had a big meeting, you forgot what you were going to say, and you just shit the bed. You didn't make any money. Like maybe they have something that sort of cradles you, you know, and they have a Helix hand to rub your forehead to tell you it's going to be okay. All right, that's a different mattress. Anyway, so how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. Models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure relief in your sleep if you sleep on your side. Models with a more responsive foam to cradle your body. There it is. For essential support in the stomach and back sleeping positions. Plus, enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night. You know what they should do? They should make like the foam be like how you are on your back. And then if you roll to your left, it's just like an imprint of your left and then an imprint of your right. And it looks like that. You know? And just throughout the night, you can just kind of do that. Am I nuts? And then all the way on the other side is laying on your stomach. This is what Steve Jobs did. He would just say shit like that, and then other people invented it, and then he got the fucking credit. Plus enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night. And if your spine needs some extra TLC, they got you. Every Helix mattress has a hybrid design combining individually wrapped steel coils in the base with premium foam layers on top. It's the perfect combination of comfort and support. Don't want to take my word for it. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. It is even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution, Helix, for improving your sleep. Helix is offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for your listeners, for our listeners in honor of Black Friday. Well, let me do yourself a favor. If you're going to one of those Black Friday event, wrap those 2 fucking pillows around your goddamn head so you come out of there alive. Go to helixsleep.com/Burr and use the code HelixPartner 25, HelixPartner 25, HelixPartner 25. That was a different time signature. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. All right, and that is the podcast. We have a bonus half-hour special of the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. Have a great weekend, you cunts.
Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, November 16th, 2015. What's going on? How are you? How are you? Blah, 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 and all of that shit. I am back out here in Los Angeles, and guess what? Oh, Freckles is on vacation. That's right. I did my last gig of the year. My last road gig, I should say. Let me drinking tea on this one because my fucking voice is shot, as you can hear after my past weekend. But I don't have any more fucking road gigs. I don't got any more shit to do. I think I do have to go back to New York to promote F is for Family. By the way, which is coming out on Netflix December 18th. The same day that they're releasing fucking Star Wars. Oh my God, dude. I want to go see. It's a prequel. You can look at a little cute Chewbacca. See him when he was only fucking a puppy. Right? Is that what they do? Whatever. So we're competing against Star Wars or whatever. So I need you guys to please. I tweeted out the trailer for it. I need you guys to, if you're ever going to be there for me, which I like to think you are all the time. I like to think you care. If you guys could retweet the trailer, show it to as many people as you possible. All ages, all races, all sexes, transgenders, anybody. Just get people to watch this fucking show. Because I think it's really funny, and I think you guys are, if you like this shit, you're going to like that shit. There you go. Whatever. So that comes out December 18th. That's the big thing I got coming up. So, but other than that, I don't got shit to do. I just got back from the airport, LAX. I immediately came in here to do the podcast. And the second this is over, I'm going downstairs. I'm taking a shower, and I'm putting on pajamas, and I'm not taking them off until fucking Thanksgiving. I think that's the next time I actually have to be required to wear fucking clothes. Some sort of respectable clothes. You can't have you fucking... just my dad used to walk around in his underwear all the fucking time. It was just totally acceptable. Tidy whities and a T-shirt. You have a dad like that? Who had no chill-out clothes? My dad was a suit, and he would just come home, just take his suit off, and then would be walking around with his dark dress socks on. And his tidy white, he always just walked around it was just completely fucking normal. In fact, the only time he ever put on pajamas was when he was sick. And it looked weird. But anyways, as I was saying, the second this is over, that's it. I'm jumping in the shower, and I'm putting on my fucking PJs, and I'm going to watch a bunch of Bruins games that I taped. I'm so fucking happy right now. With the whole way this weekend went. Madison Square Garden, from the bottom of my heart, if you were one of the many people that came out that night, that was the single greatest moment of my stand-up career. I can't even put it into words. I can't believe that it happened. From the second I got on stage to the second it ended, I did like 90 minutes. I went on stage, right? And before I went on stage, I was like, what time do I have to be off? And they were like, you can't go past 10:30 because then the union kicks in and then I don't make any fucking money, right? So I went on stage a little before 9 and I got off at like 10:28. I think I said at one point to the crowd that I didn't want to get off, and they fortunately applauded, and then I just kept going, and I did every joke that I could think of, and it was fucking amazing. My apologies, though. I do have to apologize to the people that were up to my right. I thought they were drunk yelling at me. What they were yelling was that they couldn't hear. There was evidently a couple of pockets during Virzi and DeRosa. I felt bad for Virzi because he thought they were heckling him and stuff, and it kind of messed up his set a little bit, but he still killed. But I thought they were just drunk. I was like, oh, is this a bunch of yahoos who got a box and now they're going to be screaming at setups? But they were actually yelling that they couldn't hear. So from what I heard, 10 minutes into my act, they fixed it. And so you heard the last hour and 20. So my apologies. I feel real bad about that. I don't know why that happened. But anyways, I'll take you through the whole day. Or how about I take you through, I checked in on you on Thursday. Friday, the day before Madison Square Garden. All right. I went down to the stand to go do a spot. And I went up there and I fucked around trying out this new material. Shit that I didn't do at Madison Square Garden. And, it went well and everything. And one of the owners over there was telling me to fucking make sure I enjoy Madison Square Garden and blah, 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 and all this type of shit. And the whole fucking time I was downplaying Madison Square Garden. And And the reality was because I had to, because it's fucking Madison Square Garden. If I actually thought about the magnitude of it, I don't know what would have happened. So I just kept downplaying it and everything. And so I did a spot there, and then later on, after I did a spot at Stand Up New York, the Stand, showing my age there, I walked over to the Gramercy where they had the goddamn comedy jam. So I'm drinking my fucking tea here. And I went over there, and it was the best comedy jam show that I've seen to date. Josh and all the guys had been on the road doing the show, so the band sounded the best I ever heard them sound. I got to do a sound check there during the day, and you just feel I'm telling you, some venues just have the magic, and you walked in, you're like, this is going to be a sick show. And Josh and all the guys were excited, going, dude, there's going to be no chairs. Everyone's going to be standing up. There's going to be 600 people in here, fucking packed. So anyway, we were going to close out the show doing Paradise City because, it's a great fucking anthem to end the show with. And also, what's his face? Josh was going, dude, that's your funniest fucking costume. Like, that blonde wig looks fucking ridiculous. So I'm like, all right, cool, we'll do that. So everybody went on and killed. Mateo Lane crushed it, singing that Whitney Houston song, I Will Always Love You, right? Crushed it. Then Eliza Schlesinger went up there. She fucking killed it. Then I saw Big J. Okerson, who's one of my favorite comics. Absolutely love the guy. He sang that song, is it Weezer? Say It Ain't So? And he was so fucking relaxed and so comfortable. And Big J can actually sing. He was crushing it. And the whole fucking room was singing along with him. And I'm going, look at the guy. How is he that fucking comfortable doing that shit? He's just killing it. And I was thinking maybe because, he opened up for all these bands. Like, he opened up for Korn, Insane Clown Posse. So those could be really hostile crowds. He knew how to handle them. So I'm thinking, well, maybe he's just like, this is a layup. These people actually want me to hear it. So he was walking around like it was no big deal, but it was funny. The second he got off stage, he turned into a little kid. He was just like, dude, that's like the coolest thing I ever did. He crushed it. Then Hannibal Buress came in and sang Benny and the Jets. And by the way, everybody does stand-up beforehand. You got to check the show out. Does all their best shit, talks about going to shows. So makes the crowd laugh. They get great stand-up, and then you get to watch them, act like an idiot in front of a band. And then I went on in the end and did Paradise City, and it was just, it was fucking sick. It was just such a great environment there, and everyone was standing up, and then it's also always fucking hilarious to walk out, dressed up as have a fucking wig on and shit, and then just go into my act, talking about people that I think are fucked up as I'm standing there wearing this stupid wig and a leather vest. So we ended up having a great time. The drums were tuned up, fucking just sounded amazing. So then I ended up hanging out with Bartnick, and we ended up in this Irish pub, just me and him, and the bartender. And we ordered like one beer, and in the course of doing, sipping on the beer, we all did like 3 shots and then another shot with the bartender, and we just had the best fucking time. Just that New York shit. All of a sudden it's 3 a.m. You go into a deli, you get a bacon, egg, and cheese. All this shit you shouldn't be fucking eating. And we went back to my apartment and just sat there, talking about how we were going to be at the Garden the next day. So, anyway, so the next day comes, and now here it is. And I'm still downplaying it, going like, I'm not even fucking excited for this. Maybe I over-downplayed this fucking thing. So, as I mentioned, during the day, I was going to have them, I rented a drum kit, and I loaded it into, they had them loaded into fucking Madison Square Garden, and the goddamn Comedy Jam guys came over, and we played for an hour and a half in an empty Madison Square Garden. It was like my manager, my agent, my father-in-law was there, my publicist, a couple of other people. That was it. And Ben Bailey, who I knew played guitar and had a studio and everything, I actually texted him a few days earlier. I said, hey, Ben, I'm in New York, and we've been trying to get together and jam for fucking like 5 years. I said, hey, man, do you want to, can you play on Saturday? And he goes, yeah, man. He goes, I just finished my studio at my house. You got to come by. And I just wrote back, nah, I got a better place. And he writes back like, what the fuck? I can't even see my place. How do you know it's better? So I said, you want to fucking, go to Madison Square Garden? He fucking freaked out. So we got a set list together and all that shit. Obviously, all the shit that I did with the Comedy Jam guys, we had that down. And Ben Bailey's like a fucking Black Sabbath freak. So we learned War Pigs. And we were supposed to learn one other. I don't know if we ever got to it. But so we ended up going in there, right? And there was all these guys setting up chairs and shit for the show that night. And I was like, oh, man, I don't want to sit up here and making all this noise, fucking ruining this thereafter. And I go, when are they going to be done setting up the chairs so we don't bug them? They go, no, they're used to it. They're used to it. Go ahead and get up there and play. And we started playing. It was fucking unbelievable. And the people working there actually got into it. They thought it was cool that we were doing it because they know we were just geeking out. And they started turning on the lights, doing like a light show as we were playing in an empty fucking Madison Square Garden. And by the end of it, they had the video guy comes down and he starts filming us. So I guess on the last song, we were up on the Jumbotron. I think we closed with Paradise City again. But we did like Custard Pie. We did War Pigs, Welcome to the Jungle, Dr. Feelgood. My publicist also played drums. He went up there. They did Wanted, Dead or Alive. It just all this arena rock shit. My agent went up there, had to drag him up there. He went up and he played. And I'm going to post some of these pictures too that we had a photographer who was going to be there for that night. He posted them, and we had the best fucking time. And I really think that it helped me for my show that night because I kind of went in there and got a feel for the room, got my stink in there a little bit, and just got on the train, went back to my apartment, and Nia was getting ready, and I was just sitting there as I was waiting for her to get ready, and I was drinking a Budweiser, right? And I never drink before shows, ever. I don't give a fuck how far ahead it is, right? So she just goes, you having a beer? And I was like, yeah. She goes, you never drink before shows? I was like, no, I don't. Just felt like having one. She goes, are you nervous? And I was like, nope. And I don't know why. I wasn't nervous. I should have been, but I wasn't. And I went down to the arena and everybody was there. Had a bunch of people in the dressing room hanging out, talking, almost right up till we went on. Usually I'm like, get the fuck out of here for the last 10 minutes. Let me be alone with my thoughts. You know what it was? I did those 2 weeks on tour through the Midwest, and then I did that run through Pennsylvania and down in Florida. So I was on my game, and I just felt like it was going to be a good time. So the moment of truth comes, right? Virzi shows up, of course, wearing his sweater and his fucking Jordans, or whatever the fuck he had. I forget what he had. Air Max. DeRosa showed up wearing this fucking hipster old lady sweater, which I actually made fun of when I got on stage. So Joe Bartnick goes out, and he does the voice of God. I got the video for that. I'm going to post that too. It was fucking hilarious watching him. He got people so fucking amped up, right? So Virzi goes up, he does his thing. DeRosa does his thing, and then we showed the trailer for the first time ever. We showed the F is for Family trailer, which I literally had to walk into the tunnel and block my ears because I didn't want to handle if they weren't liking it. So after it was done, I heard it got a nice round of applause, and the Netflix people, everybody was excited that it had done well. I hope I'm not boring you guys with this shit. I feel like I'm babbling here. And then it was the moment of truth. Going on stage to do stand-up comedy at Madison Square Garden, sold-out fucking show. And Virzi introed me. And I don't know. I just walked out there, and I forget what I said, but it just was one of those things. It's like you hit your first shot, and you're like, all right, it's going to be a good game. And for the next 90 minutes, I don't think I've ever been more present. I just totally fucking enjoyed every last second of it. I did every joke that I wanted to do. I was improvising. I was fucking around. I think I trashed Babe Ruth at one point because me and Giannis Papas had this big debate about it. And I ended up telling this story about me and Virzi smoking a cigar in his garage. That's how I ended. and it was over, and I outroed. The outro music was. Oh, I went on stage to The Song Remains the Same, because the name of the show was Does Anybody Remember Laughter? It was just like a fucking perfect. It was a perfect night. And then the outro music was Frank Sinatra singing "New York, New York," which I thought was perfect. It was a nod to, they played at Yankee Stadium and everything, and Madison Square Garden is such a legendary venue, and I got off, dude, and it was unbelievable. Everybody that I care about was backstage, was flipping out, saying what a great show it was. And, and I was worried. The only thing I was worried about was that the next day I was going to have a letdown. Like I was going to have that whole now what and, the big, it's like after you open all the gifts on Christmas, that feeling of melancholy. I thought I was going to feel that. I didn't. The next day I woke up, I just felt great. I felt satisfied. I felt at peace. I was just like, if I never get to do that again, I couldn't have done it any better. And I enjoyed every last fucking second of it. It was the night of my life. And of course I recorded it, and I will be putting that one out on vinyl. My act is not ready to be a special yet, but that will definitely be. And I'm putting out every fucking second of that. So it might be a double album. I'll put that out hopefully after my next special. But it was incredible. The only part of the night that wasn't fun was when we went to the after party. One of the people that I work with actually dates. I don't want to say their business. Dates this guy who's a big fucking fan of the UFC. So somehow he had the UFC feed on his computer. And Nia was screaming, going, "Bill, get over here, get over here. Ronda's having a tough time, blah, blah." And I was just talking to some people, and I didn't want to be rude. And then I just saw Nia go, oh, my God, put her hand over her mouth. And I went over there, and I saw the replay of Ronda getting knocked out. And I haven't had a feeling like that since I watched Tyson get knocked out. It's just something like, I don't know. I love greatness, and I didn't want to see, I didn't want to see that. Congratulations to Holly Holm. I hope I'm saying her name right so she doesn't kick me in the fucking jaw and neck, but that was fucking brutal. Brutal to watch, and it's one of the reasons why I have such respect for fighters, is they know that if they keep fighting eventually, on any given night, even if somebody's not as good as you, you can just get caught. And I hate when something like that happens. And then people say, yeah, what's up now, bitch, and blah, blah, blah. Like you ever had the balls to fucking go in there. I obviously think Ronda's going to be back. I mean, she's only 28 years old, whatever. She got caught. I actually think now she'll probably become a better fighter because that whole fucking pressure of being undefeated is gone. And she can just focus on what she needs to do. But that was fucking brutal, man. That was really brutal. And it actually reminded me, I had this flashback, aside from the fact when I watched Tyson get knocked out by Buster Douglas, I watched that over my buddy's house, up in his bedroom, right? We were like, I think we were underage. Yeah, we were underage. No, we weren't. Were we? I can't even remember how long ago. I just remember we were drinking beers in his bedroom, right? And he had this fucking TV in his bedroom, which was fucking ridiculous back in the day. If you had a fucking TV in your bedroom, it was insane. Most houses had one TV and maybe a little kitchen TV. And we were watching it on this fucking thing. And I just remember sitting there and just hand over my mouth. I couldn't fucking believe it. You just never thought Tyson was going to lose. And I felt the same way about Ronda. And, but that's happened 2 times on big gigs for me. That there's been a big fight where something unbelievable happened. Sorry, drinking the tea here. The first one was the first time I ever did Comics Come Home, which I believe was the second one. Afterwards, the after party was in this bar, and they had the Tyson Holyfield fight, the one where Tyson was biting Holyfield's fucking ears. And, the bar was loud, so you couldn't hear the announcers. So you had no idea what was going on. And the second time, when, Holyfield was, grabbing, put his, gloves up, trying to grab his ear, and he did that fucking temper tantrum almost, like a little kid jumping up and down. We're like, what the fuck's going on with them, man? He looks like he's like on fire or something. And then somebody finally just goes, dude, did he fucking bite his ear? Right? And then all of a sudden it just became that. And then, when he went to it was kind of cool to actually see it with the sound down. And then they focused in on his ear, the blood, and the little bit taken out of his ear. And everybody in the crowd just going like, dude, what the fuck? And that was beyond a surreal night. It was the first big gig. It was the first time I ever met Dennis Leary. And there was all these famous guys on the show. And Leary knew all these hockey guys. Cam Neely was there. Fucking Chris Nyland was there. Rick Middleton. I couldn't fucking believe it. And then I'm watching this sick fight. And I'm watching them reacting like regular fight fans. Like going, dude, did he fucking bite him in the ear? Like, well, just acting regular. So I got to admit, that was really fucking tough to see. That was tough to see. Ugh, that fucking picture of her just taking that shot, man. I hate seeing that. Happens to just about every, other than Rocky Marciano, that happens to every great fighter. So anyway, so that was that night. All right, so here we go. My Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Friday, I get to fucking do the goddamn comedy jam in front of 600 standing room only people at the Gramercy Theater. Saturday, I jam during the day in an empty Madison Square Garden and have the set of my fucking life at this most famous arena and all that shit, the Mecca and all that crap that I always hate that they say it, as a Celtic fan, but Boston Garden doesn't exist anymore. And then Sunday, how do you top it? How do you top it? Where do you go? I went to the Giants-Patriots game. It's hilarious. Me and a buddy of mine, we Ubered over there, right? And we knew another 2 or 3 other groups of 2 that were going there. We were all looking for a tailgate. We were trying to meet up with each other. We just showed up, the guy just pulls up to the exit off of the highway, and we just get out there, stumbling up the fucking hill with a 12-pack in our hand, and they let us into this gated area where they had tailgates. I felt like I was in a tent city, and we were just wandering around like 2 men without a country, and we finally just ended up sitting on this Jersey barrier. Oh, I remember what happened. A couple more of my friends showed up, and they were like, did you find a tailgate? I was like, nah, I tweeted it out, but nobody got back to me about letting us crash that tailgate. And my buddy was like, well, when we walked in, these people asked us if we had any beers. So we walked back over, and we literally traded beers for food and joined their tailgate. It was like we were like fur trappers. Instead of having pelts, we had fucking Bud Light and shit. And cooked us up some burgers. They were all Giant fans and, breaking our balls about losing the Super Bowl. But, we were cool. We're like, yeah, dude, you guys fucking own us. We haven't beat you since the end of 2007. There's nothing we can say. I fucking love Eli. He's a fucking gamer. But I hate him because he always breaks our heart. So we fucking go in, we watch the game. I can't even intelligently talk what was going on. I was still flying so fucking high from MSG, and I was drinking, of course. And there was this little girl kept giving us shit, tearing up stuff and throwing it at us. And we weren't being assholes. We laughed at it at first, and then she just kept giving us shit. She was 7. At some point you're looking at the parents like, can you not have her behaving this way? What are you trying to do? She's going to be one of the worst sports fans ever. She's going to get one of her boyfriends knocked the fuck out when she gets older because she's going to behave this way, but the person did nothing. So we watched the game, and I thought once again, when we scored that touchdown, they called that bullshit holding call. I was like, here we go. Here we go. What's going to happen? But finally, Tom Brady had some Eli football god luck. He threw a fucking pick to end the game, and they dropped it. So there you go. I said Eli was due. I said the man was fucking due to have a game where the football doesn't bounce his way or whatever, but that's not like he screwed up or anything. He didn't throw a fucking pick. He actually threw a touchdown. Great play by Malcolm Butler. I didn't get to really see the replay. I saw it on the Jumbotron, but I'm sure if I was watching at home, I'd probably say, back in the day, that would have been considered a touchdown. But who knows with these whole new fucking football move rules or whatever. But it was great, dude. It was great to see them fucking win the game, and it was great to see, to be able to say that I saw Brady and Eli play against each other live. I saw Brady and Peyton Manning play each other live way back in 2004 when Manning was still on the Colts and hadn't won a Super Bowl yet. So that was a great one to see. But it all paled in comparison to doing Madison Square Garden. So there you go. There's a 24-minute story of my fucking last 3 days. I got to read some advertising here. But once again, I can't thank the people that showed up enough. That was, it was unfucking believable. You know what's funny? When I left too, Virzi was all amped up and shit. Now, I was flying high. It was just sick. We walked over to the after party right down like the streets in New York. And Virzi was flipping out, going, dude, you realize what you just did in there? Do you realize how hard you realize? And I was just like, yeah, I do. It's the best I can fucking do. And then we went in, at the after party, we drank, we smoked cigars. It was fucking sick. And then ended the night with the bacon, egg, and cheese. It was the shit. It's the shit. And now I'm on vacation. I remember somebody said to me, oh, now what? Now I'm trying to put that in my head. Now what? It's like, what do you mean, now what? Now what? Now I enjoy my evening. No, what's next? I don't give a fuck. Like, you're not supposed to be able to top something like that. What you're supposed to go in there is enjoy every fucking second of it and do the best you can possibly do, which is what I did. So I am told, there is no what's next. I couldn't believe when the person asked me that. It's just like, do you understand how much I love doing stand-up? I do it right now in front of 6 people. And if I got a new bit out of it, I'd still be excited. It's always got to be some cunt fucking ruining it. Uh-oh. Is my dog back? Hey, buddy. Look who's home. Cleo, get down. Jesus Christ. Hey, what's going on? All right. Get down. Oh, Cleo. Hang on a second. I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. I got to give her a proper hello. What do you say there, buddy? Come here. What's up, buddy? What's up? You got a bath? Look at you. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm doing the podcast. All right, sorry, I'm back. Look at you, huh? The old blue bear. The old blue bear's back in the building. I haven't seen my dog in 2 weeks. You and I, lady... Cleo, you and I are going to go on some fucking hikes, my friend. I'm in town for the rest of the year. What do you think about that? I put on some pounds, and I'm going to get back in pit bull shape. And I'm not talking about the rapper. All right, buddy, can you get over there and lay down, Cleo? Can you go lay down, please? Go on, go lay down. Go lay down. No, I'll play with you in a minute. Hey, get your nose out of there. Go lay down. Down. Sorry, is this even a podcast anymore? Cleo, get over there. Go on. Get over there, lay down. You can't keep jumping up here. All right, let's do some reads for this week. You know what, Cleo? You're too goddamn cute. Why don't you come up here for the rest of the podcast? All right, lay down. Thank you. Oh, you smell so good. Yes, you do. Okay. All right. I know. I missed you too. Okay. Are you done? All right, let's read some questions for this week. She'll calm down in a minute. Military response. Bill, I'm not affiliated with any political party. Read extremist. Whenever anybody says, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. Hold on, you're just going to make all kinds of fucking noise up here, aren't you? All right. I hate groups just as much as you do. I'm not looking forward to hearing people argue about proper responses to recent attacks in Paris because everyone talks like they have military background. That being said, what is the solution? It seems like it's always a damned if you do and damned if you don't situation with military action. In one sense, I find that comforting. Knowing that it's fucked up either way, it means we're just human beings getting by. Thoughts? All right, what do I think? Well, obviously, what happened in Paris is fucking brutal. And I don't see how that, even if I agreed with the political agenda of whoever the hell did it, like, that's not the way to get people to pay attention to your plight, to do stuff like that. Now, Having said that, I live in a superpower, and I know that our bombs don't always land on the right people. So I understand why countries don't get along with each other. And I've been to Paris twice, and it's my favorite city in the world. And I think the people are great, and it's just brutal. Eagles of Death Metal were on stage. Thank God they were all right. But just, I can't imagine nobody who was in that building is going to be the same. I mean, it's just like, I can't even imagine. It's just, I didn't even want to talk about this stuff. It's so fucking brutal. But unfortunately, I think that human beings are hairless apes that can speak, and we're doomed to destroy one another. So try to enjoy every fucking day before we do. I mean, that's the only thing. I mean, there's no stopping all the shit that's going on in the fucking world. We're never going to get along. We're just not going to. You know, there's no solution in the Middle East. Whatever side you're on, those people hate each other for fucking ever. The only way you could fucking do it is you'd have to eliminate everybody but like babies, and you'd have to start over again. So nobody told them the fucking stories about why you should hate these people, right? But even if you left the fucking babies alone, because there's this big fucking thing where they go, you know, a baby comes into the world and a baby isn't racist and a baby isn't this and a baby isn't that. But you know what a baby is? It's a fucking human being, all right? And so one of those babies eventually is going to be a sociopath. One of them is going to be an egomaniac, is going to give into jealousy and envy, and it would just start all over again in different parts of the world for different fucking reasons. And people would not like people because of how they looked. And it's just how we're wired. I think everything has a beginning, a middle, and the end. We're closer to the fucking end, unfortunately. And, you know, that's why I don't watch the fucking news anymore. That's why I don't understand why it is the way it is, and there is no fucking solution. I know that's depressing, and enjoy your holidays, everybody. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to stop these people? Dude, my dog just keeps wagging her tail. It's right here, sitting on the couch with your fucking dog, man, right? That's it. Playing music with some friends of yours, doing a comedy show, going after a dream, just going after what the fuck you want in life. That's all you can do. You can do that, and you can recycle. You can try to use less materials. But other than that, do you really think, in all the years of watching the debates between Democrats and Republicans, do you think they're ever going to fucking agree? You think they're ever going to be like, no, I see your point. You know, if you give the people at top more money, they're going to create jobs. Oh, I get what you're doing. Or the people on Republicans are going to be like, oh, you know what? Maybe we are taking too much. Maybe we should fucking do this or do that. There's no fucking solution. It's just like when I was in New York, you know, they were talking about, you know, all the homeless people, you know, and people with mental problems and shit that's just on the street. The police chief goes, the solution was stop giving them money. And it's just like, all right, and then what? They just go, okay, well, I guess the city isn't giving money, and they're going to do like what, walk to Philadelphia with no money and no food? They're going to get desperate. You know, and then if you give them food and money, what does that mean? Then they get their life back together? I have no fucking idea. I don't know. I don't think there's any solution. And that's depressing, and it's not even funny. That's why I don't talk about that type of shit. So, moving along to the next happy fucking topic. All right, boyfriend won't shut up and let me listen to the game. All right. Bill, I've been in a relationship. What are you, fucking, did you marry a hipster? What do you want to put on the Sci-Fi Channel? Bill, I've been in a relationship with my wonderful boyfriend for a year. I'm 29 and he is 33. Yeah, that's a good age split right there. He's a wonderful man, treats me very well, and we are very in love. But he has no respect when I try to listen to the game. I'm a diehard Denver Bronco fan, and we live in Chicago. It is Sunday, and the game is not being aired locally because they're showing your lameless Patriots instead. Lame-ass Patriots. Yeah, I get it. We're undefeated and you're not, so it annoys you. I get it. So you attack my team of patriots. How can you not like the Patriots? That means you don't support the troops. So my only option is to listen to the game on Denver Broncos radio network. You could also get the NFL package. You could not go out drinking one weekend. You could use that money. You could watch them every week. Anyway, she goes, but my boyfriend makes it impossible for me to listen to it. He keeps playing his stupid videos during the game. Talks a lot like the game isn't even on, and he even broke out into a song and started vacuuming. This is not a one-time occurrence. Last week it was on, and he kept switching over to other games. His sports are hockey and baseball, and I never once interfered with his ability to watch the Blackhawks and the Cubs. Yet he makes it impossible for me to listen to the Broncos, the only sports team I really care about. Jesus Christ, this guy's an asshole. He doesn't seem to have any respect for my team and sports fandom. It's surprising because he's so respectful otherwise. How do I handle this going forward? Should I just always leave and go to the bar because I know he makes it impossible for me to watch the game or listen or watch the game? That's one of them. That's one solution. Why don't you just write down on a piece of paper, if you don't shut the fuck up, I will never blow you again. And then flip it over and say, I'm serious. After he goes, are you serious right now? I am serious. I don't know. Have you sat down and talked to him about it? You know? I don't know. See, then look at this right here. This is a little tension here. Hatfields and McCoys. What do you do? And if he doesn't listen to you, then you're going to get resentful. Listen, I would just politely ask him not to do it. If he does it again, the next time one of his games are on, I would vacuum. I just keep turning the vacuum on and off, on and off. And if you do that to him for like 5 minutes, he's going to get it. I think you got to go childish here. If you haven't talked to him yet, I think you got to go childish, you know. There's always room to act like an absolute fucking baby. Don't ever forget that. And it's fun. All right. Thanksgiving dilemma. Hey, Billy. So I will get right to the details. My family is hosting Thanksgiving this year. Oh, Jesus. We have 5 people in our family, mom, dad, and 3 brothers. I am the middle child. We have grandparents for both my mom and dad's side coming. Along with my grandparents, we have cousins coming. All right. Now, here is my dilemma. Here's where my dilemma comes into play. My cousin got married a while back, and his wife has asked if her mom could come to our Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, there's something to be said when you've lived that long and you don't have a Thanksgiving party to go to. That probably means you're a fucking asshole. My mom had gotten into a little dispute with her like a few months ago, and my mom fucking hates her. Ah, Jesus Christ. You can't do that, people. You can't get into a fight with your fucking in-laws. You can't do it. You can't get in a fight with your, I don't even know what you call them. If your brother or sister gets married, you can't get into it with their fucking in-laws. You just can't do it. You got to bite your tongue and just be like, I'm going to sit here in my sweater. I'm going to smile and wave, and this is going to be over. And then I'm going to go back to the life that I'm leading, that I built. And I'll deal with this person once a fucking year, right? Why is there always a cunt, male or female? There's always that one fucking person just doesn't know how to hang, doesn't know how to be a good person. You know what I mean? Like if you're annoying people on Thanksgiving, which is who's kidding who? That's just the greatest day. You're hanging with the people you love. You're eating way too much food. It's all delicious. Everybody from all different families and shit is breaking out their secret recipes. There's football on. There's video games. You got the fire going. There is no fucking reason to even remotely be a cunt on that day or for the whole weekend. It's the greatest fucking weekend. College kids come back Wednesday night. Everybody fucking hangs out. You get to try to fucking hook up with people that you liked back in the day when you were in high school, right? By the way, you got to do that Wednesday night hookup, man. You got to do that until you're like fucking 30 and everybody starts disappearing. Then you got to realize you're too fucking old, and then maybe I should go out and fucking, maybe I should go out and get married myself or whatever. But right through your 20s, you got to hit that every fucking time. In fact, you know who did a great rant about that? The one-man thrill ride. The one-man thrill ride's got a great one. I'll try to find that video. He's got a great video about that. But anyways, yeah, there's no reason to be a cunt. I just don't fucking get it. And there's nothing, too. Like, your mom needs to set aside her shit. You had one fucking argument. All right? Let me go back and read it. I already forget. Now, is this your mom's son's mother-in-law? You have to get along with her. My cousin got married. Oh, your cousin. It's a little distant. Just be fucking civil. You know what's funny is when men don't like each other, it's way more civil. That's a family event like that because we solve shit with violence. You know what I mean? No one wants to get involved in that. But women, are more mature, I guess, so they don't solve shit with violence. So all it is dirty looks and fucking, sassy asides or whatever the fuck you call them, side glances and shit. They just all day long. They don't give a fuck. They're just openly being rude to one another. Oh my God. You know what you should do? You should have like a fucking, I should just have an area to put people like that. All right, you two douchebags don't get along. So you guys can both eat Thanksgiving dinner standing up outside in the backyard. That's where you should stick them. Right? The fuck out of here. All right, my mom had gotten into a little dispute with her a few months ago, and my mom fucking hates her. She's the type of lady that just sits on her ass and doesn't help making food, doing the dishes, cleaning up or anything. Yeah, exactly. There's always one of those. We know that, and then fucking goes to your bar and takes out the most expensive shit, doesn't finish it, you know what I mean? Dumps it down the fucking sink. We know this from the few times we hung out with her at family gatherings. My cousin's wife's mom has no other place to go for Thanksgiving. Yeah, gee, why do you think that is? Because she doesn't help making the food. She doesn't do the dishes. She doesn't clean up or anything. She's a douche. Oh, my God, I fucking hate this person. But honestly, none of us really know her, or nor do we want her to come and make our day awkward. I guess I just need to ask advice on how we respond to my cousin and tell him that bitch isn't invited. We don't know how to do it without hurting feelings or making it weird the next time we see them. You can bring Nia in on this one if she knows how to set this bitch down easy. You know what? I'm going to go get her. Hang on one second. Hey, Nia, I need your help on this one. All right? Even though you're still mad at me for my rude comment earlier. Can you come over? This is recording live. Cleo, get down, buddy. I'm sorry. Get over there, lay down. Go on. Nia?
I hear you. What is it?
All right, come over here. So long story short, this guy's got a dilemma. He's having Thanksgiving at his house. Okay? Mm-hmm. So here's his dilemma. His cousin got married a while back, and his cousin's wife asked if her mom can come along. Okay. All right? And evidently, she's a douche. She doesn't help with the cooking. She doesn't help with the cleaning. She just sits around. She's a jerk. Okay. And guess what? She has no place to go for Thanksgiving. Can you believe it? Right. Can you believe this jerk? Come over here near the microphone. I know. Just really quickly. Oh, my God. You're so mad at me right now.
So what's the question?
So how can he just in a nice way let this woman down easy? Like, how can he just say, listen, we'd love to have your mother over here if she wasn't such a jerk. And she wasn't going to ruin Thanksgiving.
So wait, so the cousin is coming. The cousin was invited.
Yep, and he's bringing his wife. They're both invited. Yeah. They just don't want them to bring his cousin's wife's mom.
Yeah, that's an impossible situation. I feel you, though, because you want to be like, well, it's my house. I can have whoever I want over. And if I don't want this person over, I shouldn't. But the thing is, with the holidays and family, and this is the cousin's wife's mom, that's when you're not going to be able to win. So I feel like you can't turn them down and say, no, they can't come, because that will create a bigger problem than it's worth. And so what does she do? She just doesn't like... My mom got into a little dispute with her a few months ago, and my mom fucking hates her. Oh.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay.
You know, I love that you have to be like the bigger person and just allow this fucking stick in the mud to come over and ruin this person's Thanksgiving. I really feel for this person, right? This fucking blows.
I think what you can do is, especially since the mom doesn't get along with her, I think it may be one of those things like, you know what, we're really only prepared for like this many people,
But they had the fight and the falling out. They're going to know what's up. They're going to know why she's not. If somebody says, can I bring my mom? You have to say yes. No, your mom could stay at home.
That's the thing about it. And the thing is, I think maybe this is more advice for the next time. Next time, you can't invite your cousin over.
There it is.
That's what it is.
This year's Thanksgiving is going to stink, but then the rest of them won't because your cousin can't come the next time.
Yeah, just ignore that woman for now. If she doesn't help or whatever, it's, whatever.
You got to have fun with it.
Yeah, and you can also say, oh, hey, whatever her name is, Susan, do you mind, gathering a couple of those plates for us? And, just kind of just throw that in there. But if she's continuing to be that way, I'm sorry, but your cousins can't come to your Thanksgiving anymore because she's going to be a part of the package. And if they bring it up, just say, you know what? To be honest, our mom doesn't really get along with her, and we feel like it gets uncomfortable. And
I got something.
Maybe they can come by for pie at the end of the night or something, and they can just.
Or maybe we can bring it out to the car and just hand it to you.
Right, as they're driving by, just stick your hand out the window, and I'll have it on a plate.
You know what we used to do when there was somebody like that around? There would be some sort of inside joke that whenever the person was behaving the way that we hated, it was the inside joke with the other people, or you would just sing a song. Hey, can you clean up the dishes? And she doesn't do it, and then you just walk away, and you just sing just once. Can we try to? And it just becomes, and it actually makes it fun.
But I really think you should just do the thing where you ask her to help out. Hey, do you mind grabbing the plates and setting them out?
You're so good at that, too.
I do that really well. I'm really good at do you mind just grabbing this for me really quickly?
And it's all laced with... Hey, do you mind not being such a selfish douche?
Yeah, exactly. It's customary when you're invited to somebody's place over to dinner or anything. Can I help you with the dishes? Do you need anything? That's a custom. Even if the person's like, no, I got it. It's customary. It's an etiquette thing to at least ask if you can help out or bring wine or something like that.
Yeah, and here's a major red flag. If you're that fucking old and you have nowhere to go for Thanksgiving and there wasn't some boating accident that all your family was on, how do you not have anywhere to go? Nobody wants to spend Thanksgiving with you.
Well,
Pick up a dirty plate, you selfish whore.
Well, the thing is, the cousin and the wife and the cousin's mother-in-law, they can't do their own thing separately. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's all about the big family gathering, but I think you just got to grin and bear it. I think you should definitely gently suggest to her, hey, do you mind grabbing this? Just little stuff, not crazy, because then she'll be on to you and it'll be like a real big blowout, and you don't want that, but just subtly.
Hey, turkey douche, you mind?
Exactly. But next year, yeah, you just can't invite it. You know what? We're actually going to do a really small Thanksgiving this year. It's just going to be me and the wife and my mom.
No assholes.
We're just doing it small this year. You have to be very gentle about it. But that's how you get around it, is that you just don't invite the people that are attached to the people that you don't like, which sucks. But that's how it goes.
Here's the other thing. Watch your alcohol intake, because the truth might be coming out. Later on, you might say something, and the alcohol will start going no, say it. Say, fuck it. It's your Thanksgiving, too.
I need you
All
to
right.
sign this one.
I will do that. Okay. Who do I make this out to?
Can I give a shout-out to... can we shout-out Justin?
Absolutely.
Shout-out to Justin Long and his brother, Christian Long. They listen to the podcast, and they're awesome. Justin, you know what I found out? The next day after we met each other, you and I have the exact same birthday. The exact same birthday. Month, day, year. How crazy is that?
And why was Justin there?
He was there because he does a voice on F is for Family, coming to Netflix on December 18th.
Yeah, there you go. And he's been so great, man. He tweeted out, he was tweeting the hell out of the teaser and all that. And he does the voice of Kevin, and he is fucking hilarious, and was one of my favorite characters to write for once I saw what Justin was going to do with it. So we had a lot of fun hanging with them. Well, Nia, thank you so much. The lovely Nia, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, coming on the podcast.
To support you at the Madison Square Garden. You were incredible. You were amazing. You were in the zone. I was very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I'm telling you, I'm uploading this and I'm taking a shower and then I'm putting on my pajamas and that's it.
That's it. No,
that's it. It's over. All right. One more question here. One more question I got to get through here.
Oh, I got to feed you.
Oh, yeah. Get Cleo some food. All right. Gay rumors. Dear Billy Twinkletoes, my friends and I are freshmen in college at different schools. Recently, he hooked up with this girl, with this lady. It was after the party had died and everyone was cleared out. She crawled into his bed. Jesus Christ, and started jacking him off, and that's how it happened. That's how what happened? He had a hand baby? It's kind of open-ended there. I was visiting that weekend, and I watched her walk into his room. The rest I heard secondhand from him. No pun intended. The next day, she started talking like they were in a relationship. He explained that he wasn't into being in a relationship. Aside from the fact that she's a slob, he wasn't into the idea anyways, with any girl. She responded by telling a group of people that he asked her to be his girlfriend to cover that he was gay and that he needed her to meet his parents. She just made that up. Can you believe this chick? That's sociopathic behavior. Yeah, it's slander. My question obviously is, what should he do? He's not a feeble soul. He's actually really quick-witted, and if he really wanted to, he could clear the air publicly. It's one of those situations where if he lets it all fade away, it could end clean. On the other hand, fuck that. She shouldn't get off that easily. She could do it again, and the next guy could respond with violence or suicide or some shit. What's the move here? You know what the move here is? To fucking watch that crazy train just go down the street and disappear over the hill. Fuck her. That's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious that she said that she's a maniac. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Gives a shit. How easy is it to play? Are you gay? Well, I mean, I am a sharp dresser. You got to give me that. Who knows? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Hey, ladies, you want to see if you can ungay me like they do at the fucking those weird churches where they try to cure you being gay? I would just have fun with it. Who gives a fuck? Honestly, who gives a shit? Some slob says that you're gay. All right. Well, I'm not, and I can prove it. Show me your tits, ladies. Oh, look at old Frederick standing up at attention. Yeah, this is like childish. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what people think? Yeah, I mean that's a joke. She's going to do it to somebody else. Yeah, okay. And then what? She keeps going around. Oh, that guy doesn't like me. He doesn't like me because he's gay. I don't know. Maybe she's that much of an egomaniac that she thinks the only way that you could not 100% be into her is because that you liked men. Because evidently she's just the most amazing fucking woman of all time. Yeah, when people walk around, they say shit like that to you. I mean, if you have like a business and somebody's trying to say like, yeah, hey, I got food poisoning there. I mean, you got to put a stop to that. But, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Like, you haven't hooked up with a woman, dated a woman, unless you've had a woman go around and just make up shit about you and say a bunch of fucking stuff to try and hurt you. That's what they do. She wants to beat the shit out of him, but she can't. So she's doing what women do is they just go around saying shit about each other. That's what they do, This woman is acting completely normally. This is what, completely normally? Completely normal. This is normal chick psycho fucking behavior. I think it's fucking hilarious. And, I would just let it go. Yeah, don't. We can't let her get away with this. You can't go vengeance. Vengeance never that never ends well. It never ends well because they're going to come back and get their vengeance on your vengeance. And then eventually the only way to end it is somebody's got to kill somebody, right? That's basically what happens. Is it? I don't know if it is. All I know is it's the end of the podcast, and I am on fucking vacation. And I want to thank everybody over all the years of coming out to my stand-up shows. Anybody ever heckled me? Anybody ever laughed? Anybody who just fucking showed up, got a free fucking ticket. Because all of those shows led to the one that I had Saturday night. What a fucking way to end. I got one more gig that I am doing New Year's Eve out here in LA, but it's not a road gig. It's going to be great. It's going to be the night before the Rose Bowl. It's going to be the Four Horsemen coming together again. It's going to be fucking awesome, but I don't know. I hope I was able to convey it. I can't even tell you how just fucking thrilled I was. I still can't believe that it happened, but I know it happened because I was totally present and I enjoyed the whole thing. And you know, it was great. The light was so in my eyes, I couldn't see how big it was. I couldn't see everybody, but I could look up and see the lights up at the top. And one of the coolest things ever in my comedy career, at one point, I was doing this Illuminati act out, like they were all sitting at a table talking about the population problem. And I actually sat down on the stool and I was doing this creepy fucking thing about them, thinking about how they could get rid of people. And I was able to bring the whole fucking room down like I was in a fucking comedy club. And as I was doing it, I was actually thinking, like, how fucking sick is this right now? It's like 12,000 people listening to me. I'm sitting down on a stool imitating some lunatic in the Illuminati. How fucking fun is that? It was indescribable. And anyways, please tell everybody you know about F is for Family. I would really appreciate it. Although after Saturday night, nobody owes me anything. But if you'd like to, I would appreciate it because I think it's going to be a great show, a great TV series for many years to come with any luck. All right? That's it. So I'm thankful early this year, man. I'm thankful for all you guys listening to this podcast and all that stuff. That's it. So go fuck yourselves. As always, I'll check in on you on Thursday. Check in on you. I'm going to go take a shower, put on my PJs, and play with my fucking dog. All right? That's it. I'll see you.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast show, NFL edition. Preview for week number 11. Oh, my birthday, 11/11, baby. We are coming in hot this week. Okay, we are coming in hot this week. We hit the special. We'll talk about that. We have a winning record. We'll talk about that. And and there's some injuries, some big injuries that the NFL's trying to hide. They tried to bamboozle. They tried to slip one out from under us. We weren't going to let that happen. But before we get into this week, let's talk about our sponsor. It is BetMGM, everybody. The best app, the best lines, the best way to bet. All you got to do for our show, if you're a listener to our show, if you listen to our show, you just go to BetMGM app, you download the app, and you put in as little as $10, okay? And you'll get $200 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome of your bet. All you have to do is use our bonus code Burr. Burr 200, BURR 200, $10, as little as $10, and they will give you $200 in bets regardless of the outcome of your bet. Bet responsibly, have a good time, and here we are, over 3/4 of the way done the NFL season, Bill. It's like your kids growing up. It happened so fast.
Yeah, in baseball, for some reason, their regular season is 6 months, and the NFL is essentially 4 months.
That's why in the NFL, if a team goes 0-3, you're like, should they tank?
Yeah, it's friggin' over.
Who has?
But Paul, the big thing is we finally hit a Monday night special.
And now, and
finally hit a Monday night special. Every fucking time there was some little damn thing. Finally made some people some money, Paul.
And listen,
which means I get to sing again.
And I got to be honest with you, dude. I got to give you credit where credit's due. We hit the Monday night special because of you, my friend, because I wanted no part of Denver. And when you saw the 7.5, you were like, take Denver. And I was like, all right, you know what? It doesn't make sense to me, so it's going to work. And
well, that's the Buffalo Bills season.
Oh, I
The
found
Buffalo Bills season doesn't even make sense to the Buffalo Bills.
Well,
and
no,
I
Bill.
still am believe Stephon Diggs was talking about it. He goes, we got all the pieces. I just don't see these guys. There's no fucking way they're going to go 9-8 or 8-9. They're just not. I feel like they're going to do what I think the Chiefs are going to do, what the Chiefs always do this time of year, because everybody's, the fucking Chiefs are done, blah, 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 blah. They always say that shit, and then they fucking turn it on. They're just, you know what? It's a bike race, Paul. They're just fucking laying back. They're not burning out their legs. Yeah. And then they're going to come on. I think the Bills are going to do something like that. I feel like the Dolphins are fading. I feel like I'm directionless right now in this football season. I'm just out there with my sails down and I'm just fucking letting the tide take me where it's going, Paul. It's about me. It's not really about the Bills.
Is it ever not? Listen, here's the thing. I have a theory on why the Bills are bad. And I talked to somebody, and I think it was kind of confirmed. Let's just say this.
Paulie Scuttlebutt. Here we go.
Hey, Paulie Schefter.
a source that I have within the locker room.
Wait, so this is week 11. So I think this is your. You go, because you were...
Paul, you're not just going to tell the people that you got something going on with the Bills and not tell them what you got going on.
Right, well,
I'm hanging on.
I will talk about it because, hey, listen. Hey, it's a football show. Here's the deal. It's a football season show. Here's the deal. I jokingly texted with some friends, and I said, something's going on with Josh Allen, and I think it might be... and it was not to be disrespectful to women, but I think he might be going through something. You go through a breakup.
Well, you don't have to be respectful to women on this thing. Don't fucking do that.
No, I'm saying.
Listen, your chain's outside your shirt. People know where you stand on feminism, all right? Don't buy back what the fuck you're doing here. Just tell me what's up. He's got some broad in his life and it's fucking his head up. Is that what you're saying?
I thought that that's what it was. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, something comes out going, hey, the breakup with this one, and now he was spotted with this one, and I'm going, oh, that's why he overthrew that ball by 5 yards.
That's what it is. He's a serial monogamist. Is that what it is? No, whatever the fuck it is. The guy who breaks up with a chick and then immediately gets into another relationship.
Bill, let's say you're about to go out there, modern day gladiator. You're about to go play an NFL team. You got these 350-pound guys running after you, wanting to hurt you. And right before you get out there, you get on your cell phone and some girl's like, how the fuck are you doing this to me, Josh? And he's like, all right, dude, I got to get
you got any girlfriend? So like what?
I need house. She was over my house. He's like, look, dude, I got a game. Just give me 10 minutes. I'll call you later.
I'm just a simple kid from Wyoming, wherever the fuck he played.
Yeah. So this is
that, dude. They can turn that shit off. You can turn that off. They go into a hostile environment every other weekend. If you can go into fucking Philly or go into like the Raiders, they got these loud fucking hot dog eating jerk offs screaming at you, saying stuff about your mother. If you can block that out, you can't. Well, a woman you have feelings for, she knows where all the pressure points are, doesn't she?
I mean, dude, if I'm about to go on stage and Stacey's like, your clothes are on the front lawn, you piece of shit, it might be a tough set.
That does affect the first couple of jokes.
Your daughter's mad at you. I told her, be like, oh God, dude. Anyway, listen, it's an odd week, which means I think you pick first.
Oh God.
And
I wasn't ready for that. This is like when you go to a restaurant, you're not ready to order yet. And somebody goes, no, you go.
Yeah.
I hate when, you know what I fucking hate is when people fucking go to order and they just start to, what do you like here? What do you like? It's just make a fucking decision.
I defer
the fuck do I like here? I like here when my shift is over. That's what the fuck I like here. Here's another one, Paul. I'm in a mood. If one more fucking adult comes walking in and pretends they don't know what a line looks like, and they go, oh, is this the line? It's like, you mean the line?
Yeah.
You think that human beings just every once in a while just naturally fucking hang out face to back in a fucking line?
Yeah.
Oh, are you guys in line?
The 8 people in
the line that we're fucking standing in over here, you asshole? Yeah, we are in line. And you know what a line looks like. All right, Paul, I don't like any of these games this week. But am I really commenting on myself? Is it that I don't like myself, Paul? Am I nervous that like football's going to leave me again in fucking 10 weeks? And then I'll have
fucking sad, dude.
It's so fucking sad. I mean, the goddamn baseball, they play until the first week of November. They did add a week, though, didn't they? They did add a week to the season. All right, Paul. Oh, there's a lot of games here that are very interesting. Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I keep riding that Texans bandwagon, and they're still being good to me. Although, what's his face is back at quarterback, right? The little water bug there. Barry Sanders playing quarterback. Why can't I remember his name?
Oh, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Look at Jake. Jake's on it.
Kyler Murray. He's coming back. Kyler Murray.
No, dude,
Paul,
take your
I
time.
hate every fucking game here. What is with these giant fucking spreads? What's going on with your boy there?
Who?
Sal Vulcano, fucking quarterback for the Giants. I love a divisional rivalry with a 9.5-point spread. He's Italian. He's still living at home. She's washing his fucking socks over there. I like this guy. Is he walking down the street holding a bucket of paint? Is he going to be strutting this week, Paul? Boop, 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 boop. Not because they won, just because they fucking covered.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
What's going on with the Buccaneers? Why are they 11.5-point underdogs? Is Baker Mayfield, is he hurt? Is he in a cast? Is he walking into the stadium missing a limb? What's going on?
Yeah, that's a high line, dude, for that game.
It is a high line.
Jake, do we have an
You know what?
injury?
I'm going to take that. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to take the Buccaneers. And the NFC South scares the shit out of me. It's 11.5 points. You know what, Paul? You know what I like, Paul? I like a nice, comfortable first quarter with a whole bunch of points sitting in my lap. And I'm sitting there with a big dumb look on my face as the 49ers start hacking away at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, there's only 38 minutes left in this game. I'm still up by 4.5.
There he is, Jake Rothstein. What do we got?
Oh,
Can't hear
Jesus. Turn your mic on.
Everybody's healthy. So
Everybody's healthy.
If you like Baker, then that's
Hey, dude, I like that.
That's fine.
I don't like how you said if you like Baker. I know if you like Baker, if that's the kind of thing. You know, I do like Baker. Baker Mayfield's a fucking winner. And I think they'll even give him a garbage time touchdown, even if they are. I think the Buccaneers. I got the Buccaneers 11.5. Oh, God. I am such a fucking dad with 2 kids under the age of 7.
And you're
I
fucking
barely know
right
who's
there.
even in the NFL right now.
And you're right there. You're Billy win some, lose some, hovering.
Billy win
right?
some, lose some. I've had 1-3 in 1 week. 2 1-3s. The rest have been 2-2.
All right. I like that. I think that's a backdoor cover late. Baker gets a garbage touchdown. You get those points. All right, guys. Here's my first pick. My first pick, it has to happen. It has to happen. So that's why I'm going to take it. And it's no, I'm no stranger to this team, but I'm going to take the former San Diego Chargers, now Los Angeles Chargers, -3 against a bad Packers team, a 3-6 Packers team. And the Chargers lost a heartbreaker to the Lions with a field goal last second. And I think Justin Herbert gets his team back to 500 because they were playing really good until they ran into the Lions. So I think that this is a perfect line and a perfect game for a team that's better. I got the Chargers -3.
All right. I got the Vikings +2.5 in Denver. Just because, what is Denver going to win like 3 out of 4 weeks? I don't think that I don't know. It was just something about watching the way Russell Wilson was throwing. Like, I don't know what's going on with that guy. He was behind. He was over the head. It's just like that one throw to the back of the end zone. That's the guy I know. And I can't understand what the fucking problem is out there. I think they're figuring it out, which I'm really happy for because I like Sean Payton. But I don't know. The Vikings just have this fucking way about them, even though I know their quarterback. Was it Jake Plummer? He's not in this week. Who is it? Is it Jeff George? Who did they re-sign? Vinny Testaverde?
They got what's his name now? This Josh Dobbs kid.
Drew Henson.
You're thinking of Kirk Cousins. He's hurt.
Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins scores points. He made me a lot of fucking money last year when he was on the Colts. Was it last year?
All right, I'm gonna take another. Oh, this has got Paulie. This is old Paulie. This is Paulie favorites.
Paulie favorites.
Yes, you know me. I see a good team and a favorite. I get a little jittery. I'm still going to rehab for that habit.
Who do you got?
I'm taking. I just picture me talking to a doctor. I don't know. There's just something when I see that little minus sign.
I'm a positive guy.
I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars minus 6.5 against the Titans. Another 3-6 bad team. I think the Titans are finito. And I'm going to take the Jags having to win the game by a touchdown at home.
All right. I'm going back to the AFC East, Paul. The fucking division that birthed me here. I'm going to, oh man. I like both of these fucking games all of a sudden. I didn't like them a minute ago, and I haven't read one more shred of information. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm seeing things. I'm just going to say fuck it, and I'm going to take the Dolphins laying 13.5 because the Raiders do not have a fucking quarterback. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I just know the Raiders are going to show up. Fuck that. I'm going to take the Bills instead. I'm going to take the Bills. One of them. I like the Bills. Didn't the Jets beat them the first time? Jets beat them the first time. Bills are going to win the second time. I think they're going to have like another team meeting. Somebody else is going to call a team meeting. I think, that fucking big-eyed dude there playing quarterback. I don't know with the Jets. They just can't move the fucking ball. They do have a great defense, but they just can't move the ball. And what's going to happen is they're going to keep three and out. And as great as that Jets defense is, Paul, they're going to get tired. They're going to want to put their fucking cleats up and sit down for a fucking second. And right as they get their helmet off, Paul, they're going back out there again. So I think in the second half, the Bills will pull away, and they're going to cover that 7 points for me. Paul, hey!
I like it. Your description of by the way, another great pick you had last week was the Browns, and what you said about them happened. Imagine the team meeting.
Paul, every week I have 2 good ones and 2 shit ones. You know?
I mean, Billy.
Didn't Bruce Springsteen write a song about that? Same old story. That's a fact. 2 fucking winners, 2 step back. Isn't that how it goes?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. I'm going to take for my third pick. This is where it gets. All right. That's a tough game, but I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs at home on Monday Night Football.
I love that.
Minus 2.5.
I love that.
Yeah. I think that, what's his name's going to play with a little more pep in his step because his old country singer girlfriend's going to be in the box with her parents. I'm going to take them to win by a field goal on Monday Night Football.
I love that. You know who else loves the Chiefs? I feel like the officials love the Chiefs.
I got all favorites, though, and that's not good, dude. It's not good.
Hey, Paulie 2-2. Old Paulie win some, lose some.
Great one.
I think Sneaky Pete's coming down to fucking the Rams. You know, they know each other. -1. Oh, they're not favored. I don't like that.
No, they are. Sneaky Pete's
I
favorite.
mean, they're not getting points is what I meant to say. I don't like that. God damn it.
Yeah, this last one's tough.
The Commanders are fucking hapless, and the Giants literally have some guy from a deli playing fucking quarterback. I mean, I don't know what to do here. This fucking guy. Why do I fucking believe in the Seahawks all the time, Paul? Why can't I get off the Seahawks?
You love
train?
the Seahawks.
Them, the Titans, they just fucking cover. The Texans -4.5. Am I going back to that game? Kyler Murray. I love Kyler Murray.
Dude, the Texans are good, man.
I know they are good. You know what? I'm going to go with them. By the way, shout out to Mike Berkowitz 2 weeks ago. He told me to fucking take the Texans, which I did, and I got a victory. Old Billy win some, lose some. All right. Old Billy win some, lose some's taking the Texans -4.5. Paul, I'm so all over the map this week. I don't even know who the fuck I have. I don't remember.
Just so you know.
It's 5.5.
The line's 5.5. But 4.5, 5.5.
You know what this reminds me of when you ever be like doing dishes, and right as you're done, somebody comes in and puts another fucking plate in. That's what the fuck you just want to look at them. And they didn't do it on purpose, but it's kind of like, if you brought that over 30 seconds earlier, it would have been nicer.
I don't think there's a difference in 4.5, 5.5, though, really.
Well, Paul, that's the difference between you and me.
What's the difference between you and me?
Well, you can go in the sun and the sun likes you. The sun doesn't like me, right? You see no difference between 4.5 and 5.5, and I do. You're better with the sun. I feel like I'm better with numbers, although you keep beating the book and I don't. Are the Lions going to really win? But why does it have to be 7.5? You Vegas cons. Fuck it. Sneaky Pete, -1.
Oh.
Sneaky Pete, -1. Sneaky Pete. Boom. Oh, I'm doing the Trump dance.
Dude. Sneaky Pete and you're the Seahawks to you are like the Chargers to me. You just can't.
Sneaky Pete's one of the best fucking coaches that like just doesn't kind of get his due because he's not Parcells. He's not fucking Belichick.
Oh, my last pick. I'm not gonna lie. This is throwing a dart at it. This one is not. The other ones I looked at and I go, yeah, I could sleep.
You're trying to hit a pinata right now. You're blindfolded and you're just swinging like a maniac. Everybody's standing around going, oh, hey.
That Cowboys-Panthers line is just so fucking perfect, 10.5. If it wasn't 10.5, I would take that, but
my brother took the Panthers. And he's
take
picking winners, dude. He's in a pool. He's just picking winners. Dude, he picked the fucking Jets a few weeks ago. He had the Jets and somebody else. 2 big upsets.
Did you take the Raiders, Bill, or no?
No, I didn't. The fucking Raiders just disappoint me. They have so much goddamn talent except at the quarterback position, so they can't get the fucking thing moving. They got all those receivers, Paul. They got no one to throw it to them. They got that killer defense.
I'm going to take
I love the Raiders.
Crosby's questionable. Oof.
Max Crosby. Oh, Paul, I got to tell you about Max Crosby, okay? He's the straw that stirs the drink.
Here's the thing, though. That guy's an animal. He doesn't miss games. You're going to have to they'll tape that guy together. He's going to go out there. Listen, I have all favorites this week. I'm going to take some points. I'm going to take the Raiders getting a backdoor cover, 13.5. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Could be a loss. I'm going to take it.
The Ray Liotta coming in the back door.
Those son of a bitches. All right. Yeah, I don't know about this pick. But 13.5 points to start the game is not bad. So there you go.
Paul, you're like fucking George Brett. We're just every season he's flirting with 400. It's fucking, it's not August yet. We're getting into the dog days of summer, and there you are. You're right there, Paul.
Look,
you're fucking hitting like 420.
I'm 9 games above the book right now. It's not good enough yet.
You're 9 games up?
Yeah.
Fucking Paulie Virzi.
I'm 23.
I mean, you're like I say by the end of this season, you get a book deal. People should read the fucking.
Wait, or maybe I'm 8.5. 9. 9 with the two pushes.
I mean, Paul, that is a gaudy record.
I'll tell you what, dude. If I beat the book again, I'm getting another chain. I'm getting another gold chain that always goes on when I do picks. I've earned that. I mean,
who's going to argue with you?
Bill, you know what time
that would be 3 years, but that would be 3 years in a row beating the book, Paul. I mean, you should have 3 chains. Please tell me you have one on order. It just hasn't come in yet.
Well, I'm going to get one with my record.
Dude, we'll be 20 years into this show. You look like fucking Mr. T.
Bill, you know what time
system, it is? They'll pay for a hair system so you can grow the mohawk. They'll just glue it on before every show.
Each year it gets more of a mane. By 2 years from now, I look like Bartnick.
I was thinking you couldn't be like totally fucking bald and then get a fucking hair system. People notice when you get a hair system if you're starting to go bald. But if you're completely bald and all of a sudden one day you just show up, hey, I said don't touch my hair, and then you hit it. You can't come with the fucking Barbarino, right? You can't do that. But Deion Sanders did it.
Yeah, dude. And so did Jason, what's his name? Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher was bald his whole career as a linebacker for the Bears. Now the kid's got a fucking full head.
I know. That's so weird. It's like the old you looks like the young driver's license, when you pull it out going, oh, look at you with hair. They live in reverse.
I said on stage the other night, I go, I would definitely want hair than being bald, but I definitely would rather be bald than have a man bun.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, dude, those are going to be, when they make fun of this era, when they go back and do like the Anchorman, that's going to be like, that's the haircut that they're going to make fun of. Oh man, I saw somebody the other day. Who the fuck was it for the Hair Hall of Fame? And I was like, write this down. You're going to forget it.
I saw somebody too. And I go, dude, that's for the show. The guy guy was probably in his late 50s, 60s, and he had who was it? Oh man. I forgot.
I'm trying to think. I watched a couple episodes of Kojak last night. My son loves Kojak now.
I know.
3.5 years old. Like he was like yelling when it was on, so I thought he wanted me to shut it off, but he just saw the remote in my hand. He thought I was going to turn it off, and I said, "Oh, do you like Kojak?" He goes, "Yeah, Kojak, yeah."
That's amazing.
My brother's out here, and we watched 2 episodes of Kojak. We barely heard any of the dialogue. All we were doing was calling out cars.
That's
He
great.
goes, he's like, "Bill, look at that. That's a fucking AMC Pacer." He picked out another one. It was a 1977 Chevy Chevette, sun like yellow. I mean, it was just like, it was like a substitute teacher car. Those are the cars that I love seeing, because the classic ones, people still have them. You see them at car shows, but those ones that you just never see before anymore. Like I saw a guy had a Chevy Monza out here. You don't even remember that car. That car came and went. They made that car. It fucking flopped, Paul, like a #1 draft pick. And they made it for like 3-4 years. When's the last time you saw a Chevy Citation? Like
Never.
That's the type of shit. Yeah, you got to watch like Vegas.
Yeah, Chevy Citation. I never even heard the name Citation.
Dude, when they made the design, first of all, it was like they didn't know. They made like a 4-door sedan and a hatchback, and they just slammed it together. Oldsmobile made a car like that too. It was one of the ugliest fucking things I've ever seen. It looked like in the front, it looked like a full-size car, and in the back, it looked like a skateboard ramp. It was the ugliest fucking thing. I'd forgotten about it, right? And anyway, the Chevy Citation. I've told this 1,000 fucking times. When they made the design at the last second, they realized that they had forgot to put the radio in. So they turned it sideways. It was straight up and down. The volume knob was up here, turned the station here. But here's the thing. But the numbers they didn't change the numbers, like, because it was straight up and down. They still had it like it was horizontal.
So you had to go.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
My buddy had one. It was like a thermostat, but it was a radio. That's what kills me when these fucking idiots. First of all, the gas combustion people, how much they're in an uproar about the Tesla. Like they're making fake videos about how cheap the Tesla is, and they're pushing down on the dashboard and they're adding all of these sound effects. I literally had to go to my wife's car like, no, it doesn't make that fucking sound. Like, what are you talking about? They have to do something because they're so fucking fast. And what's funny is they look at them, they look boring, they don't look fast, and then no matter what they do to their car, dude, you see the new one that's coming out? 0 to 150 miles an hour in 10 seconds. First of all, why would you give somebody that's going to be texting while driving? They're driving a missile. The thing's a missile. So now everybody's like, well, what would you rather do? Have pizza in a microwave or in a brick oven? Like that, somebody came up with that analogy. Now everybody's saying it. It's like, buddy, nobody's saying you can't buy a gas combustion car. Like they can't even, you know what it is? They can't handle the fact that something that makes no noise and doesn't look cool is just blowing by there, driving down the fucking, it's hilarious.
Dude, I like the new 3. I'm glad they changed the body of they're starting to change the body of them. I'll tell you what, dude, that Cybertruck, everybody's shitting on it, dude. That is fucking badass, man.
I know. I like all the old shit. I like the sound of an engine and all of that. And I know those fucking batteries and all that. They're probably worse for the fucking planet and everything. But I'm not going to sit there and get like all these people get fucking crazy in these comments going like, back in the day, we used to have cars that sounded, I love how people who have like loud cars think they're more manly. It's like, what about that makes you more,
I fucking hate I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm not trying to shit on muscle cars that like roar, but I love you know me, Bill. I'm going to Lexus today to go pick up they just fucking did my maintenance on mine.
Oh, you're refined. You're a gentleman.
I like turning that shit on, barely hearing it, stepping on the gas and fucking flying, dude. Put that shit in sport, fucking cozy, man.
Yeah. Why does it have to make all that fucking? I understand it with a motorcycle because you want people to, they can't see you, they can hear you, you don't die. But I don't understand why. Like to a certain volume, I get. Although I'm not going to lie to you, Remember that kid Casey that painted the cars on Fast and Loud? He just upgraded his Frankenstein truck. He's got this F100 lowered to the ground. It's green, calls it Frankenstein. He put 1,000 horsepower engine in it. I watched this video 3 times of him doing a burnout in it. It was amazing. He gave me a ride in that truck one time when I think it was only like 700 horsepower. I had my feet up on the dashboard going, dude, slow down, slow down.
Yo, I'm not going to lie, man. I was not a Tesla guy until I drove one home from New York City to my house, and I fucking dreamed about it. I actually was like, I need this in my life, the speed. Like how
I would say the speed is fucking insane.
Ow.
I will tell you this. I fucking hate that car. It just thinks too much. You fucking walk. I know you can somewhere in the settings shut this off, but it's just, it tries to anticipate. It's like you're doing too much. So I'm walking up to the car and I have the key in my pocket. So the front door pops open like that. But the problem was my 3-year-old was coming around the other side. So it fucking pops open and hits him and he falls into a bush.
Jeez, was he okay? He's okay, I take it.
He was all right. He had a big puffy coat on. When they walk around, they already look like they're in a fat suit, But it was just like, it just does that. Or like when you open the stupid Falcon doors, if there's just one little debris thing, it thinks like it's, I don't know what, the top of a parking garage. And then you got to like push it up. Yeah. It's come down on my fucking head. I'm not, it's got that giant fucking tablet thing. I'm not into,
I don't like that you have to use the tablet for every move. I think if it was voice activated, it would be better. But the fact that you got to hit that thing, and I don't like not seeing things in front. I like seeing the speedometer and I like seeing that there for me. But hey, I'm old school. What do you?
I will tell you, the Ford Lightning truck looks cool. And then there's that other one that's not a Ford. I don't know what it is, but a couple of dads have one in my neighborhood. Just like I don't know what kind it is. It just looks cool. Like I like the electric trucks that look like a fucking truck. But, my F-250 do with the fucking turbo diesel. I mean, it sounds like a fucking semi. I love that thing.
If we get a new house, and I don't know if we get a new house or we extend this house and get a bigger garage, I'm getting that fucking Cybertruck, dude. I'm going to get it. Is
that the one that looks like a door wedge?
It does. I hated it. And then somebody gave a whole tour of it. And I was like, dude,
you get one of those, your side piece is going to be some blue chick from like Venus. You're going to be tracking whores from another planet. Like fucking Captain Kirk. Just
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, Bill. You know what time it is, dude. By the way,
you know what time it is.
Before you sing, guys, we told you we were going to get one. We were one little piece away for a while, and we finally hit the Monday night special. And I gotta give a lot of the credit to my counterpart here, the co-host, because you said Denver. But Bill, you know what time it is? It's the Eagles.
No, and another thing too to tell the fans is why I took that take it personally. Like I feel like I'm letting them down. It's like we got to win them some money here.
Oh, dude, we got a lot of messages from people going, I rode with you guys. I put 20 down, and they're showing that they hit, and they're like, we rode with you. We stuck with you. You finally hit it.
We got to hit another one, Paul. We got to hit another one.
Oh, dude.
All right, let's sing the song here. I can sing again. Oh, let the Monday night special win some money for you. Let the Monday night special win some fucking money for you. All right, Paulie, we got the fucking Eagles. And they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a rematch of last year's Super Bowl. They got crazy fucking Eddie coaching the Eagles. And then we got the BTK killer coaching the Chiefs. We got a pop star up in the fucking stands. We got a fucking guy with the Rock's original haircut at quarterback.
Crazy Eddie's perfect, dude.
Crazy Eddie. I'm Crazy Eddie, and I'm coaching the fucking Eagles. I'm insane. And then the BTK killer.
I like
burn, torture, kill. That's what he does to the other team's game plan.
I like the Chiefs to win the game. You? Or no.
I don't know. Jalen Hurts. I mean, they got a lot of fucking talent. Then you got Patrick Mahomes. I do like the Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs are kind of. I'm not talking about the Eagles here. I just feel like this is the time of year where they start putting things together.
Mahomes to throw one.
Yeah, in a really douchey way. And they're like, oh my God, I've never seen anybody throw a football like that.
Around the back.
It's like, yeah, it's a fucking shovel pass.
All right, so we'll go.
That's how you throw a ball to a fucking 2-year-old. Like, what are we doing here?
Kelsey to catch one. You want to go Chiefs the whole way? Mahomes to throw one, Kelsey to catch one, Chiefs to win by 3? This way we don't have to worry
Well, I
about
mean, I don't think Patrick's going to run one in. I hope he doesn't because I hate the way he runs.
He's going to go for Kelsey with Taylor Swift in the crowd.
Or is he jealous?
Nah, he just had his 3rd kid. He's good.
He's got 3 kids?
He's got 2 girls, and now he's got a little
Wait, who
boy.
does? Who's got 3 kids?
Mahomes.
Taylor Swift?
No, Mahomes.
Is he keeping him in the piano, Paul? Mahomes. All right.
Mahomes.
All right. I'll go. Okay. All right. We're going to take the Chiefs. Fucking over under 45.5, Paul.
Ooh, let's not do it, dude. Let's not put ourselves in that box again. We almost got
Shout out
burned.
to the fucking Broncos kicker missing 2 extra points. So the under came in by 1.
45.5 is such a perfect number for Vegas. It's such a perfect number.
All right,
Hey.
Chiefs, Travis Kelce. We need one other thing. We need one other thing here.
Well, if Travis
Right.
Kelce gets one, then that means Mahomes throws one.
Well, there you go. Whoa.
So if Mahomes throws one to Kelce early in the game, we got 2 out of 3. And then we just need a win by 3.
But if he doesn't,
If he doesn't,
fuck this, Paul. We got a little momentum here. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Mahomes is going to throw in a Travis Kelce. All right. He's going to do an end zone celebration longer than his girlfriend's concert. And I think the Chiefs are going to win
three?
it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be such a hard game to watch because I would love the Eagles to come in and shut up those people.
I
The
would.
same way I would love to see the Chiefs go in and just shut up the Eagle fans. I don't know what it is. There's something about a Monday night. I'm a bit of a Scrooge, a Grinch
you know what?
on Monday nights.
Andrew Themlis is right. Andrew Themlis just said the odds are going to be small on what we're picking. We're basically picking the best quarterback to throw a touchdown to the best tight end and for them to win at home on Monday night. So do you want to say that Mahomes gets 2 touchdown passes?
I want to say something Jalen Hurts is going to do.
Okay.
Jalen's going to throw one.
So
I think this is going to be a back and forth, Paul. Look at that spread. Vegas knows this is going to be a close game.
Wait a
Jalen
minute.
Hurts to throw one, Chiefs to cover, Travis Kelce to get a touchdown. How about that? How does that make the odds look there, Andrew?
No. We're going to do 4 things. We're going to do Jalen Hurts to throw one, Mahomes to throw one, Kelce to catch a touchdown.
Chiefs to cover.
Yeah. And that'll make some odds.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do Jalen to throw one, Mahomes to throw one, Kelce to catch one, and the fucking Chiefs cover. Make some people some money, dude. We got momentum, dude. I could feel the vibe. We have juice right now on the show.
Can we bet on whether or not the Eagles coach is going to nod into the camera?
Oh, dude, what are the odds on that? Can we get some odds? We go.
Is there odds on that?
Oh, no, when he takes it off.
That
when
was
they
one of
win,
the funniest and fucking cringeworthy things I ever saw.
It was terrible.
I was nervous. I was going, oh no, is every fucking head coach going to start doing that? I hate that whole thing. Oh, they're just having fun. They're having fun. No, they're not. They're not. They're drawing attention to themselves. You know?
Yeah.
I don't mind an end zone celebration, but the shit when they have like all the linemen and they start doing like a chorus line or acting like they're all rowing a boat or something. It's like, do you guys actually rehearse that in the locker room?
It's terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
it is.
It's
Thank you.
It's terrible.
It's like most things. It starts off, it's a good idea, and then it goes too far. Like those Police Academy movies. I mean, it was a fantastic idea. Did we need 9 of them?
Yeah, I know what you mean. When they
I like how Private Hooks had to keep trying to fight. That was the most accurate thing. Would she be all quiet? Like, and then in the end, she'd be like, don't move, dirtbag. And then the next movie, she'd start again. She was mousy again. She had the exact same story arc through all 9 of them. But what I loved about it was that's how life is. You don't just decide to make a change and then you change. You got to work at it.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if in the 9th one, she was just a fucking psycho from the beginning. The fuck did you say to me? Oh, you finally pushed through the wall. Yes, I did.
Yeah, Police Academy kind of jumped the shark after they went to Miami. They were like at a pool.
Well, first they were in training, and then they went out to the force, and then somehow retroactively they had one back in training. Police Academy back in training. It's like, what the fuck are they back there for?
Oh, that's so funny. Remember when Tackleberry put a gun, he put a 44 to a shark's nose, and he goes, move it, move it. The shark turned around and swam away. If you look at that now, it's like the dumbest thing ever.
I love Tackleberry.
No, Tackleberry was great. But
Tackleberry, Hightower,
yeah,
Private Hooks.
the chick with the big tits.
Oh, I mean, I had to have one of those every 80s movies.
Yeah.
Had him hanging out the whole fucking time. Bobcat Goldthwait was in it.
Yeah. And so was,
Eddie
what's his
Deason.
name? What's his name? The kid who did the sound effects. He's a comedian.
Oh, Michael Winslow.
Michael Winslow, who did all the sound effects. He was the guy who was making all the noises. And then you had Steve Guttenberg as Mahoney.
Yeah, it was Cannonball Run at the Police Academy. All right, Paul. I got to get ready to go to Vegas. I got to go to Vegas, Paul.
Oh, speaking
I'm
of
going to Vegas.
Hey, man, you got to take your luck over to the craps table.
You know what's funny? They were playing craps last night on Kojak.
Nice.
On the Get channel. Great entertainment television. And you know what's funny is when I record it, I get the end of the Rockford Files, and at the end of Kojak, Quincy starts. Ba ba da 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 da. Wee, do, 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 do. I could never get into Quincy.
How many seasons of Kojak were there?
5.
5. Nice.
So they're running. They just did the first episode 1 of season 5, and it's funny. His fucking collars are out to here. Like as the seasons go, they get like bigger and bigger. So now this is right around Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, that's great.
His pant legs are starting to flare out, but he keeps the 3-piece suits. Telly looks sharp, dude.
Yeah,
Telly looks sharp, and for no reason, he's always fucking. He's talking to like criminals, other cops, and what if they're female, he's at least pecking them on the cheek.
Good looking Greek kid, man. You know,
Paul, I want to reboot that. I want to reboot it with you playing Telly Savalas and Tony V playing that other cop. He's got Tony V hair.
dude, let's do it.
And then I'll play Bobby, what's his face, who falls in love with the cripple chick.
Dude, I would take that so seriously and crush that role. I'm dead serious. All right, everybody. That's the show.
He drives a 4-door sedan, Paul. It's right up your fucking alley. All right, that's the show, everyone.
That's the show, everybody. Enjoy the Monday night special. And remember, Jalen Hurts to throw one. Patrick Mahomes to throw one. Travis Kelce to catch one. The Chiefs win by a field goal at home on Monday night. I think all those things should happen. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Bet responsibly, but win a little bit of Christmas money. There you go.
There you go. $10 in the account when you download the app. You get back up to 200 in bets regardless of the outcome of your first bet. Use our bonus code BURR200, BURR 200. Bet responsibly. Enjoy the games this week, and we will see you next week on the Anything Better podcast.
I didn't even see these comments here. I just saw Kyler Murray. Then it says 49ers are healthy. Uh-oh. All right, we'll see what happens, Paul.
No, that was during the picks when we asked what any injury report.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I didn't see that, and I took Tampa Bay, and I'm sticking with it. All right, that's it. We'll see you guys.
Later.